Good morning, good people. Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, if you're new to the page, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell. If you've been rolling with me for a while, continue to hit that like button. Thank you, guys. My OCD is kicking in. I'm sorry, good people. Hey, so listen, we got a lot to talk about this morning. We got banks and we got the Fed rate decision, which will be made today. He will be speaking today at 1:30 Eastern time, and then, he will make his rate decision at 1:30. And then at 2 o'clock, he's going to be taking questions, Dog and Pony Show. Remember, that's Eastern Standard Time, okay? I am going to make this one this morning. You should be seeing it right at opening bell. But I will not be able to go probably live for the FOMC meeting. I have a meeting with potentially who could be the next mayor of Chicago. He's meeting with some businessmen. I got called in. And I'm actually meeting with both candidates. So let's go into what's happening. Let's start with a little news update. We're going to go into banks, then we're going to go into some Fed talk. Okay. So GameStop ran up this morning. They reported their first quarterly earnings or their first quarterly profits in 2 years. And of course, AMC followed because, they think, hey, GameStop ran up. AMC is going to run up, and it did. You guys know that story. It's happened like 5 times already. Okay. So that's cool. If you made some money, congratulations. Right. Here. We did that. We know that corporate bankruptcy hit a 12-year high. It's crazy how many companies that are filing bankruptcy, and it's crazy how many major companies are laying off in the masses. All right, let's get to banks. Let's get right to banks. Now, I took a snapshot here on CNBC early this morning. As you could see, the regional banks are down. This is pre-market. This is 20 minutes before opening bell. As we could see, all of the regional banks, well, a lot of the regional banks are down. Okay. And we could see that the major banks are up. Now, I made a video yesterday. Some did not understand what I was saying in my video. I made videos over the last 2 days. You guys know I was in First Republic, tapped out, and then I got back in the morning because I was saying that a lot of trades and smart money are investing in the morning. I did. I showed you guys that on yesterday, popped it for a win. Got back into a little bit of First Republic, and I got stumped out of my stop loss right at closing bell. I know a lot of you probably did the same. Still in profit. Remember, when you get in profit, move your stop loss up, right? And then as your stock go up, you move your stop loss up, thus locking in your profits, okay? And so here's what I think about banks before the Fed talk. I think that deposits are going to continue to flow from the regional banks into the major banks. I believe that the major banks are safer. As you guys saw, I made my biggest investment in JP Morgan, as you saw on yesterday, because I believe that it will profit. Now, I will not be trading while the Fed is talking. I have my stop losses set, and I'm going to hold my JP Morgan. I'm going to hold the big banks, and I'm going to hold. I got a little Wells Fargo. I just bought the bank itself. Now, long term, I don't think banks are going to perform that well. So these are swing plays for me. These are not hold long plays for me. I just want to be crystal clear. But there is money to be made now. So I'm going to hold my big banks until after the Fed speaks. I am in profit and I have my stop losses set. I wanted to bring you guys on this entire journey with me. That's why I'm making this video. And normally I'm live at this time in the morning, but I can't because I have to run. And I don't want to be rude and not answer any questions. Okay, it's not my style. All right, so let's talk about what the Fed is going to probably do. The Fed has a balancing act. right? Remember, he's going to be talking today. He's going to make his rate decision, and then he's going to be talking today. He has a balancing act, right? If he pulls his foot off the brake, if he pulls his foot off the gas pedal and lighten up, then inflation could come back and rear its ugly head. He looks like a major failure, right? He already failed because he was printing money. We had quantitative easing and we had free money printers going on and on and on. So he poured gasoline on an already burning fire called inflation. Now he's late, so he has to slam on brakes. Now, if he goes up 25 basis points, that's expected. It's baked in. Last I checked, 84% expect 25 basis points. I do too. And I doubt very seriously if he goes a half a point, 50 basis points, should I say. I doubt that very, very, very serious. Now, I am in the camp and have always been in the camp that the Fed may pause this summer, or he may even pause today, but more importantly, that there will be a reversal by the end of the year, which most was saying is off the table. I have been saying that he will pivot and do a U-turn and start decreasing rates because of the damage he's going to cause to the market. Though these are what I think. This is not what's written in the stone. You leave me a comment of what you think. Now, you want to be prepared for whatever the Fed does. If he goes up 50 basis points, which is there's over 0.75% are betting that that's not going to happen, that will tank the market. If he does 25 basis points, really don't know. We don't expect it to be that drastic of a move to the market because it's baked in. Now, what will cause the market to tank or take off is his forward guidance. That's what we have to look at. And that's what we have to listen to. I'm checking my time. That's what we have to listen out for. What he says he's going to do in the future. If he says we're going up 25 basis points, but we are going to go up 2 more 25 basis points, that's bad. The market will tank. If he says we're going up 25 basis points right now, and then we're going to pause, I believe that the market will like that. That doesn't mean it's going to take off. It just may be a flat day. If we go up 25 basis points, that may be a flat day. All right. We have to see. But what he says after his rate hike today. So since 25 basis points is already baked into the market, what he says going forward is more important than the 25 basis points. Follow? Now, I expect that he's going up 25 basis points. That's what I expect. He may go to neutral. If he goes to neutral, that will be positive for the market today. All right? Because he's broke the banking system, right? Now, let me rephrase that. He did not break the banking system. He exposed the banking system. He exposed all the weaknesses, all the stress cracks that were going on. That's what higher interest rates have done to the banks because of the bank's investments in the bonds and fixed rates. While higher inflation and higher rates are going up, the banks are suffering. There was a massive withdrawal, you could say a run on the banks for these small regional banks. And now the big banks have actually been profiting from this because deposits I had people calling me, friends calling me, should I take my money out of the bank and put it into a big bank, right? And so I suggested this before. I don't care if you got $5,000 total in the bank. I just don't keep everything in one bank. I just don't. If I had $5,000 total in the bank, let's say $1,000 total in the bank, that's okay. But if you got more than $5,000, just get it in multiple banks, right? And because you know, you never know what happens to one bank or another, right? Just look at what's happening in the First Republic. Look at what happened to SVB, Silicon Valley Bank, right? Now, the deposits were guaranteed and they were covered, but there were a lot of people that were locked out for a little while until the government stepped in. And we don't want that to happen, okay? And so that's where I'm going to leave it at, good people. You guys know that today's video is sponsored by StockUpU. If you really want to make more money in the market, download the top link below. The second link is what I want you to also consider, and that is Moomoo, where they're giving 17 free stock. Let's cash up, come join the family, and we will make money together. Now, I will be here shortly after the Fed gets through speaking. I'm going to try to be here. I got to go downtown Chicago. And if I can go live, I will. If not, I will be posting a video later today discussing the Fed's rate decision and what I think is forward heading for the market. All right. Love you guys. Hope you have a blessed day today. Live, love, laugh, and learn.